I am AyseDeniz. I am currently in Village Studios recording my new album with Audio Network, playing on this beautiful Kawai piano. I actually don't remember life without music. I had a Kawai upright in my house before I even started taking lessons. It was in our house, and it was like a big part of my upbringing, and like the connection I had with the piano was formed earlier than words. I was exactly 7 years old when I decided to be a pianist. So I felt more comfortable communicating through the piano, and it was a tool for communication with my parents too. So I would sit and pretend like I was the pianist. The digital Kawai I had these demos and demo recordings, and I would just pretend like I could play them. So I would just turn on and like play, and then it would be like this fantasy impromptu, and I'd be like, oh my god, like I just remember my early memories were like listening to those demos and like imagining how it would feel for me to be able to play those pieces. That's how my toy became my career at some point. It was kind of like part of my family and part of my identity at that point, where it's like if I lost that way of communication, I don't know what I would do with myself, because it's like losing a part of me, like a voice. The most important thing about having an instrument in your home is that you can share all of those emotions. It creates like a protective bubble for you too. I think a big part of my life is sharing my life experiences and to connect with other people. I love romantic music, and I'm very emotional, and so I feel like I can truly express myself on a Kawai because it's a very round romantic sound that I could create, and it's still very sensitive. And you have all these options, like here we have this upright for this specific sound, but tomorrow if I'm playing Chopin, the grand pianos of Kawai are like perfectly fitting that. And same for the modern sound. So I think like the Shigerus are very different, and like you have a solution to each of those. So I love that. The creative process is really kind of like a challenging process where you cannot really control the outputs. It was an interesting thing to me to observe also like my own process, because I would have my like phone memos next to me. Like if I had an idea, I would like hum it, or I would take those recordings of notes and then I put them on sheet music, and then I start working on the layers. So if I have a good melody, then I start working on what could come over it and how would I create orchestral sounds from a piano, like, but not to imitate orchestra, but it's to imitate its own, like to create. And the album really is about what it means to have an identity, especially in the age of this technology, right? So I'm like fascinated by how music takes on its own life and memories in other people. And this was more about like this micro lens that I was like observing, how did it transform in my own life? And the way I'm planning to do the show is actually to have like an AI twin, like a second brain, right? And then the audience members will be able to speak with my AI and get information about it. Because there is multiple piano layers, it's often two pianos that are playing, and I've played all those parts myself. So I think what's really interesting is in the live concert, you're gonna hear my version that I recorded on one piano, and then my version that I will be playing live on top of that. So past meets current time meets the future, right? Because then that music takes on a different life from each perspective that's in the audience. I'm AyseDeniz, and I would love every person to also experience this magic of Kawai in their homes, making music and connecting with other people.